going to make a short video about how to edit and update collections in the Shopify dashboard. I'm going to use a real example of a business, Tamarisk Gallery in the Isles of Scilly, and they've given me permission to do so. First thing we do is we log into the dashboard, and we do that by typing /admin on the end of our domain name. The dashboard will then appear. At that point, I need to find the collections, and we do that in the products section. So if I click products, all of our products will appear that we have for sale. And beneath this, I've got inventory where you basically update how much stock's left. And I have a little button called collections. So collections is within the products menu. If I click that, you will see existing collections already in place. There are two types of collection. There is an automated collection, which looks at the tag for your product, the name you've given it, and puts it automatically into different categories. We can do a manual one where you put them in one by one. I always use automated collection because it just saves you so much time. You have to have a system that saves you so much time. If I look down here, you can see the conditions, the rules we use to put products into different collections. The islands collection, the product has to have a tag, which is called islands. If I come down to made in Scilly, the tag has to be made in Scilly. Simple, right? And if I show you what I mean, if I click made in Scilly, the collection, it opens up the collection editing screen. And down here are our rules. See, the conditions are products must match all conditions. Product tag is equal to made in Scilly. Here's one that's in this collection automatically. And if I go and look at the product screen, you will see that we gave it that tag. So down here, where we tag products individually, it says made in Scilly. If I want to put it in a different collection, click a different tag, or type a different tag. So let's go back to collections. So we already have set up automation for each collection. We've decided what the conditions are, and we are going to use maybe that one as the example. So I click my collection. I can see the list when I click collections on the left, and it has title, text. There's no text description, probably should be. Just type in what that is about. The more text you type in there, the more likely you are to get a good positive search engine ranking. And if I come down here, conditions already set because we already set them. Here's all my products. Okay, so the editing is pretty simple. If I want to change the name of the category or the collection, do it in the title box. If I want to give it a description, I just type it in. See, I've got a word editor here. If I come down, I'm not going to give it an image, but you could, right? There's a holding image for this page. Come down. Sorted by best selling, that is worth mentioning. So the conditions are already in place. Product tag must be made of Scilly. If I give a product, an individual piece of artwork, made in Scilly as the tag, it will show up automatically in this collection page. So that's already done. But down here, I have the list of products, and we have sorted them. You can set how these display by best selling. Now, if I click these two little arrows, the up and down arrow, I can change that. I can say, show it A to Z. If I do that, you'll see they'll change the order. This is changing the order on the page itself when they look at the page, the customer. Or I can say, show my highest price first. The order changes again. Now, the one I like is manually, because there are some products I want to sell more than others at different points in time. So if I set it manually, I can decide what order they show up. And when it's set to manually, see these 6 dots for each item. If I click it with the left click button, I keep my finger on the mouse button, the left hand mouse button, and I drag, I can change the order. So I'm like, well, I want 7 because I want to promote this to be number 1. It's automatically updating. See, it says products reordered. Now, let's go and look at this collection. Here's our collection. Here's the order. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's how it's ordered. It doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4 downwards. It goes left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. You can see Mordorf Pentel Bay is the number 1 product in the list. And it is. And if I go back here, you can see From Watch Hill Buyer is the second one. And it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows, right? Well, I'm like, well, that's great, but I'd like North Down the Channel to be number 1. So I click it with the left-hand click on the mouse, that button, keep my finger on it, I just drag it up, right? Okay, make north down the channel number 1. If I go back to our page and we refresh it, we will see north down the channel is now number 1. This is important. On a mobile phone, the display is obviously one column and it scrolls down and down and down. And it shows on a mobile phone, it will show this picture first, this below it, 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 and so on. So you need to have a think about how you position your products. You can automate it, make it A to Z, or best selling, or low price to high price. But I quite like the manual one because I can decide what to sell when. So I'm like, okay, well, Green Bay, I'd quite like to shift that. That's coming up in an exhibition. Click it with the left-hand click button, the mouse button, drag it up. Now it's number 1. Automated saving. Can you see that says product reward? Yeah, so you would add a description, you would add the title. Make sure you've got a really simple system to add tags to products, which I covered in the video before this. And yeah, you decide how you want to display them. I like manual, drag them around, take control. At the very bottom, and this is true of every single piece of content on Shopify, the edit website SEO, same thing. If I want to be found for something, I need to put some words in. So made in Silly, we'll call this artwork. And I'm going to give it a description. Best artwork. If I don't put these elements in, my chance of a ranking is greatly reduced. Now, these don't show up on the page. Okay, these are for Google only. You can see this is the Google listing being built as I type it. For enthusiasts, yeah, real time. When Google comes back, it will look at what you've written here and decide, well, okay, that's fair enough. This is what the words are about for this collection. This is how I'll show the listing on Google itself amongst all your competitors. Really important. And leave it blank for now because it hasn't been filled. So collections are pretty simple once you've set them up and you've agreed a condition. Let's just do one more just to show you. Give collections. We'll go and look at the Tresco one. The condition set for this collection was product tag is equal to Tresco. Any product that has the tag for Tresco on. I'll come down, I'll click one. Go to the product page that's in this collection. You'll see it's in it because it has the tag Tresco. If I take that tag off this product, it will no longer show up in the collection because it's automated. I go back and I'm like, oh, I'm selling by best selling. I don't want to do that, especially initially when you first launch. Do it manual, drag that one up. We'll do it alphabetical, whatever you want. And that's all you need to do. Give it a title, give it a description, decide what order system you want, put them in the right place, add some SEO data. And that's collections.